The consumer entered the fourth quarter on a very cautious note, as we saw in the September retail sales data. It is Tuesday, November the 25th, actually. This is Markets with Megan. If you like this podcast, please subscribe, hit the alarm bell, share this with friends, family, or colleagues. But we're here today to break down that economic data, which we're finally receiving again now that the government has reopened. So we're going to drop a couple of Markets with Megan today, but we want to focus first on the data we got on retail sales. This is for the month of September, and the data came in a little bit weaker than expected. What we focus on is stripping out all of those volatile items. So think about gasoline, food, building materials, autos. When you look at this true core retail sales number, this one actually does go into the calculation for goods spending in GDP. That actually fell for the month of September, and it was the worst drop we've seen since April, when we had a lot of skittishness around the Liberation Day impact in the markets. Now let's focus on what we saw, the weakness. It was led by a lot of discretionary items. If you look at things like motor vehicles, electronics, clothing, sporting goods, non-store retailers, which is basically internet shopping, all of that declined for the month. You did see increases in healthcare and personal care. This is something that's not necessarily discretionary. You saw a 1.1% increase for the month. When you look at restaurant spending, this is the one that just continues to defy expectations. So consumers may be pulling back on all things goods related, but they're still going out to eat. That actually rose. Now, when you look at just pure discretionary spending, it's an index that we've created here. You can see that year over year discretionary spending for the month of September was running about a 3.3% level. That's a little bit below the historical average we've seen of an annual increase since the early 1990s. So that's telling us that the consumers went into the fourth quarter just a little bit more skittish on spending, and we might see that translate into the holiday sales that we will be getting. Although the Retail Federation does expect there to be spent about $1 trillion on holiday spending here in December. That's not much higher than last year, basically unchanged, but you are expected to see a big spend here for this holiday season. We'll be back again with some more information on the consumer that we saw today. If you want a history of our podcast, you can go to marketswithmegan.fm. Thank you.